Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a first impression and wear test of the CYO Long Lasting Life-Proof Foundation. I picked this up at Walgreens. It retails for $5.95 on the Walgreens website. I have the shade 102 because shade 101 is out of stock online, and I actually just looked. So 101 is out of stock online and 102 is out of stock online. I'm assuming the 101 being out of stock is because of that Taylor. She talks about this all the time. So I'm happy I picked up the shade 102 when I had the chance. This has 4.5 stars and 13 reviews. This says it's a creamy lightweight foundation that really goes the distance, smudge and transfer free. This formula will leave skin looking fresh and flawless around the clock without the cakey feeling. 15 medium coverage shades are available, buildable and comfortable to wear. Virtually everyone can get in on the action. It has vitamin E in it. Says shake bottle gently. So this is a plastic bottle, which is nice for travel. You don't have to worry about breaking it or anything. And it looks like there's a little kind of elevator looking thing that moves up as you use the product. On the back of this foundation, it says always flawless, never filtered. Number 1, shake. Number 2, dot on cheeks, nose, and chin. And 3, blend. Use fingers, brush, sponge. So first, I am going to prime my skin with my trusty Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refining Primer. These are where it's at. Oh yeah, so if you're interested in seeing this video, then just keep watching. The nice thing about the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water is that it actually has caffeine in it, so it helps wake you up a little bit, like in the morning when you're super tired. I'm filming this at 7 o'clock in the morning, so definitely need that caffeine. Also have my coffee. It says don't make me use my social worker voice. If you didn't know what I was going to school for, I'm going to school for social work. Now that I am primed, I am going to go in with this CYO foundation. It has a pump, which is nice, and I'm going to take this with a sponge on this side of my face just to see how it applies. I don't think this is a matte finish. I think this is more of a natural, like satin, maybe a little bit radiant finish. So we'll see how I like this foundation, but it had gotten really good reviews. I've heard lots of people talking about this, about how good it is. So I wanted to try it regardless of if it was a radiant foundation. Ooh, the pump works really, really well. It just comes like right out really quickly. So that is what the product looks like. It is a little runny, not too bad. This is probably a shade darker than what I want to be, but I wanted to review the foundation before it went out of stock online. It's blending out really fast and very nicely. As you can see, like here is my skin with the foundation. Here's with it not. I think it's definitely about medium coverage right now. I'm gonna see if it's buildable. So far it's looking kind of radiant, kind of natural. It's got that satin natural finish so far, and it looks like it is buildable. This is just applying really, really well. This coverage is very even. Didn't take long at all to apply that with a sponge. I like how it's sitting on my skin. It's not emphasizing my pores or my texture or anything. It went on like really, really fast with a sponge, and it's feeling super lightweight. So let's try with a brush on the other side. I'm taking my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush, and I'm just doing one whole pump on each side of my face. It's definitely looking more dewy with a brush. And this side has set down to a nice kind of soft glow, but it's definitely not dewy. And when you touch it, it actually barely transfers. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can get a closer look at my skin. So here's the side with a sponge. I really like the way the side with the sponge is looking. It feels really, really lightweight. My chin's looking pretty good. It just looks a little more matte with a sponge. And then here's the side with a brush. You can definitely tell there's more glow with the brush side. And I don't think that there's really any difference with the coverage on either side of my face. but it's not settling into any weird lines. I am going to set this because I set all my foundations just so that it will last throughout the day on my oily skin. My forehead's looking good. It's not creasing yet. I just really like the way that this is looking. Oh, I'm excited about this one. So I'm gonna go finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. We're back. I just finished the rest of my makeup, and something that I noticed is the foundation has still been on the back of my hand this whole time that I've been doing the rest of my makeup. And it just now dried down. So if you do not set this, it probably won't dry down for a little while, but I did set it. I used the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is what I use with every single one of my foundations. So I'm really able to see, like, I'm using all the same products. So I'm able to really test out and see if I really like a foundation or not. So here's my skin. I think it looks bomb. It kind of has that like inner glow to it. I really, really like how it's looking. Oh, I guess I'm getting dry right here. That's weird. Other than this patch, it is kind of sticking to this dry patch right here. Other than that, anywhere else that I do not have a dry patch, it's not sticking. It doesn't feel heavy, and it's really feels really comfortable so far. So I'm really excited about this one. Hopefully it stays good throughout the day. I will take you with me and vlog. It is 7:30, so I am going to check back here in a couple of hours. And it is totally snowing outside, but I wanted to come on here and show you guys on my vlog camera how the foundation is doing. I think it looks really, really nice and natural. I do notice that right here around my nose, I am getting just a little oily, so that's just kind of the fact that the foundation, it doesn't claim to be matte, it claims to be a natural foundation. But I've had it on for 2 hours. It's 9:38 right now, so I've had this on for 2 hours and I'm liking it so far. Liking it. Wanted to show you guys the snow if you don't live in a place that snows. So there you go. So it is 3:45 and this is how my face is looking. I'm actually really happy with how it's holding up. I think that it's doing better than some of my other foundations that claim to be matte and oil controlling. I have just a little bit of oil peeking through right here, a little on the side of my nose, but it's not too big of a difference from when I last checked in. So it has come off a little bit, like where my hat has been sitting on my face. Other than that, I'm really happy with the finish, and for not claiming to be matte, it's controlled my oil really, really well. So I'm really happy with how this is doing, and I'll check in a little later. It stopped snowing finally, thank goodness. Yeah, okay, I'll check in a little later. So it is now 8 in the evening. I have officially had this foundation on my skin for 13 hours, and I just want to say this gets a big thumbs up for me. The fact that this has worn 13 hours, hasn't looked very oily at all, and is less than $6 at Walgreens is like unbelievable. I would definitely recommend this foundation for oily skin, for dry skin, for normal, combination, any skin type really. Even though it doesn't claim to be matte, it kept me matte. I mean, I went to the gym, worked out really hard, and even after that I didn't have to touch up. It didn't look really, really oily or bad or cakey or heavy. It just wore really well throughout the day. I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!